I became friends with Peter Maxwell Stewart, the 20th Laird of Traquair in Scotland, who was making beer in his 350-year-old brewery, wooden brewery, in the basement below the chapel in his castle in Scotland. And I met him through his importer, and we became friends. And he said to me, if you ever want to think about a small commercial brewery, come to Scotland, come to Traquair, and I'll start you on your journey. For the first month, I lived in the castle, and I did some coursework at Heriot-Watt University in Edinburgh, and he set me on my way throughout Scotland and to the south coast of England, working in half a dozen different breweries. Over a course of 4 months, I spent a lot of time hauling sacks of grain and brewing and tasting and doing all the things you need to do to make beer successfully commercially.
What year was that?
That was in the winter of '84.
So then 2 years later you're back, or less than when you made your way back?
Well, then the real adventure started, and that was writing a business plan and raising money. It was difficult. It's hard to get rejected 136 times and to go back and smile and get up, brush yourself off, and go back into the trenches again. I don't think that that's as much of a challenge these days. When we started, there were maybe 20 so-called microbreweries, and now there are almost 3,000. Many a day, I would walk out in my backyard and sit on a stump, look at the sky, and say, are you ever going to be able to do this? But I did.